Alright, I've spent some time with this watch and I can tell you honestly, there are some things I like and there are some things I don't like. So today, here are the 10 things I don't like about my G-Shock. Let's go. Number 1, there's no face protection, just a bezel. Just a metal bezel. That's it. This thing is vulnerable, exposed. You see, a typical G-Shock would have this protection around it. So no matter where you bump it, how you bump it, it's gonna be providing a little bit of protection around it, at least. You see, I can't tell you how many times I've bumped this on doors, walls, everywhere. Even dropped it. Whenever I try to wear it, it slips down. But it's perfectly safe. There's no problems with this one whatsoever because it's got this beautiful protection around it. Speaking of protection, number 2, no sapphire glass. It's just mineral glass. You know, sapphire would be very nice on this one. No scratches, no nothing, unbreakable. That would be one hell of a protection. Unfortunately, this is only mineral glass. Number 3, since I've unboxed it, and this strap had this crease that just won't go away. Now I've tried hot water, I've tried to press it, I've tried basically everything. Now some people said you should submerge it in boiling water, but hell to the no. This is a new watch and I'm not gonna try hot water on this boiling water on this watch. The least it could happen, it would just, I mean, it will loosen up the glue around the edges, around everything. So nope, I'm not gonna try boiling water. I've tried the boiling water just on the strap, but it still won't remove this crease. Now you see, my previous one, it was just fine. Smooth, round strap, no creases. But on this one, just have so many creases. Number 4, the temperature sensor on this is way off. And I mean way off. I've tried to sync it with that one because that one is pretty much accurate since the day I got it. And I had to sync this several times until I got it somewhat close. So it reads here 22.9. On this one, 22.4. Let's just say that 5.5 is from me handling it this whole time. Speaking of off, barometer, it did something a little bit weird. So number 5, the barometer. It wasn't responding somehow. I took a road trip some last few days. I'm living very high up, so I went from 1700 meters all the way down to -18 around sea level, and the barometer just stopped. It wasn't reading at all until I came back around 1500. I don't know what happened, but the barometer just wouldn't read anything below 1500. So that was a little bit weird for me. Number 6. You see, the main feature of this watch is this little thing. They call it the crown. So it's just some kind of simplicity. You just unscrew it and just adjust whatever you want, and then you screw it back. The problem is, this thing gives me anxiety because if it's on the on position, water would definitely get inside. And G-Shock fans, they're not used to having crowns. Me wearing this for 5 years and coming onto this, I find myself every time forgetting about to lock it in. And man, oh man, it gives me one heck of an anxiety. Every time I try to wash my hands, to do touch water, anything, you find me double checking how many times is this thing locked? Is this thing in place? Is it open? Takes some time to get used to it, but it gives anxiety. Now, the following ones are a little bit nitpicking and being petty, but hey, it is what it is. I paid top dollar for this, and I expect some things to be somewhat up to bar. Number 7, the date. It's just 2 letters. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, it's just 2 letters. F, R, S, A, S, U, and so on. While here, you can see it's the normal 3 letters. F, R, I, S, A, T, S, U, N, M, O, N, and so on. A little petty, but I mean, you've got, just hold on, let me put this body back. All right. I mean, you've got this beautiful big display down here, and you couldn't just figure out somehow to put an extra letter in there? Come on. Number 8. If you noticed, whenever you want to see that display, the hand will move away, but it comes back right away. Doesn't give you much time to read or whatever you want to do. Again, it will open up and comes right back. I know, I'm being petty. Some people say just do this, but hey, just an extra few seconds, right? I'm being petty, right? Yeah, I don't care. It's just the little things. Number 9. It doesn't have the flaps. The 2 flaps that come right here, famous with the Mudmaster series. Doesn't have them. The 2 plastic flaps here to keep the watch from slipping side to side on your wrist. I wish it had, but it doesn't. And last, the loom. The loom on this thing is very weak, at least from what I could see. Now this thing is very strong. Even in daylight, you can see it's illuminating. I've tried it yesterday. I've tried it how many days before? I charge it, walk inside the room. This thing, you can see the illumination. This thing, you can barely see it. Even in the dark room, it is way, way weaker than this one. Now, I don't know if this is a defective model, if it needs a little bit more charging than this, but this one is way stronger than this one. So there you have it. 10 things I don't like and I hate about my new G-Shock GWN-1000 ADR, I think. Yeah. Other than that, this is one heck of a watch to have, to own, to enjoy. And I am going to enjoy this baby to the maximum.